Welcome to the ride. You know, I used to believe a promise is a promise too, until I got to the politics floor. You'll see what I mean. How many of you are there? 2. Perfect. Is this the first ride for either of you? Well then, you won't be needing any more new instructions. It must be nice to know it all before you've even begun. Player 1, go ahead and type in your name. Thank you. Player 2, you are next to type... Ah, Tricky Dick, welcome. Just for you, we have 18 minutes of silence in the middle of the game. Here are the keys you will be using to buzz in. These little elevator jaunts always end too soon. Oh well, see you at the bottom.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. You Don't Know Jack is sponsored by Inoffensive Eddie's Bland Suit Emporium. Inoffensive Eddie says, if they remember you were in the room, your suit's too loud. And now, here's the host, delicious as his name, Cookie!
Welcome to the game. It's nice to see you. As your host, I promise you a cleaner, safer game and a chicken in every pot. That's a campaign promise. Time for some screws. Now remember, if you're gonna screw, do it with passion. Pound that S key for all you're worth. Oh, remember, do as I say. This is not a democracy. Player 2, pick us a question, Bill. That ain't chump change. All right, let's see what we got. You can't spell politics without P-O-T. Okay, play ball. Say you're invited to a joint session. Who's the guest of honor at this party? The president, the vice president, the speaker of the house? Take a shot, please. Come on, does the vice president ever do anything? Player 1, hit it. A joint session of Congress brings the House and Senate together to hear the president make a speech. So the president might speak, but he doesn't inhale. Okay, player 1, pick a winner. Oh, yeah. Here's the category. In politics, you must lie like a cheap rug. You know, back when Washington and Jefferson were president, men wore those silly wigs. And Bill Clinton's haircut is always a hard news item, so I was thinking, if Bill Clinton wore the last wig president on his head, with what dashing new look could he impress the ladies? His mane of Monroe, his forelock of Fillmore, his coiffure of Cleveland, or his tousle of Taft? Player 2, grab... Oh, must have hit the wrong key. It happens. Player 1, what do you... Player 1! Monroe? Nope. Our 5th president was a Democrat-Republican. Whatever the hell that is. Well, what do we have here? It's just about the only way for people to notice Millard Fillmore. The thing is, if you notice that it's a wig, etiquette says you're supposed to act as if you're a member of the Know-Nothing Party. Player 2, Hitman! I like to call this category... The Capitol Dome sprang a leak. Okay, prepare yourself. $3,417 is on the line here. And the question is, if it begins raining cats and dogs in the Capitol, from what will the lawmakers have to protect themselves? Temps, lobbyists, reporters, or leftover bills? All yours, player. Annoying leftover or stray bills that deal with minor issues are called cats and dogs. But having all those cats and dogs around really covers up the everyday stink of corruption. Player 1, please buzz in and let us... Coming up. He'd make Jesse Helms look like a liberal black woman. Hey, you know how on the Dukes of Hazzard, Boss Hogg is a crooked politician and Roscoe P. Coltrane is a corrupt sheriff? Well, say Boss Hogg runs for president with Roscoe as his running mate. According to the 12th Amendment, what will be true? Bo and Luke couldn't run against them, Roscoe wouldn't have to be a U.S. citizen, Boss Hogg would have to be old and white, or electoral voters couldn't vote for them both. Player one, hit it! Boss Hogg wouldn't have to be an old white man to run for president, but it would probably help him win the good old boy vote. Player two, it's yours if you... Player two, it's yours! Oh boy, shouldn't have done that. Here's the one you wanted. The 12th Amendment states that if the president and vice president are from the same state, then electoral voters in that state can't vote for both of them. What? You want a joke? You think the Constitution is supposed to be funny? Okay, player two, grab a question value.
Bingo.
If you're a liar and need a job, consider politics. So L-I-A-R-S, 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 or sign up for law school. Oh.
Welcome to Liars! Remember to hit your buzzer when the letter you're looking for lights up. If you're the first one to get all 5 letters, you get the bonus. Let's do it. Blood-sucking parasite! That sucks, blood. Pastor Prince crime! Circular pasta blanketoni! Greg! A bastard child is blank. Illegitimate. To tear or to scam. Oscar the Grouch's pet worm. Slimy. Help, I've sprung out blank. Amazing blank proposal. Decent. Movie star's profession. Active. 1 letter from the bonus, player two. I can taste it. TV equals blank box. Short for Sylvester. You're a sly one. Jim Gang blank the bacon. Hope's blank of the lock. Rape. You got it. Liars. You got bonus, player two. So player one's in the lead. All right, let's see how long this lasts. Okay, player two, what's this one? Hey, you can live on that. Here's your category. Always a bridesmaid, never the president. And right this way, please. Who died and made the president pro tempore boss of the country? The president, the vice president, the speaker of the house, or all of the above? All yours, player one. Huh? Balls in your court, player two. Take a shot, player. The president pro tempore backs up the VP as head of the Senate. He's third in line for the presidency, following the vice president and the speaker of the house. But don't think he doesn't have a plan for redecorating the executive washroom just in case. Player two, what's this one gonna be worth? Okay, give it up, for. Bring a sweater, it's gonna be a Cold War. Here's the question. If the arms race had been decided by racing arms, the United States could have won by any of these margins except which? A humerus, a radius, a tibia, or an ulna? Player one. Make your move, player two. Player two, it's you. The tibia is part of the leg, which we used to kick the Soviets' ass. Yeah! You're next, China! All right, player two, buzz in, give us a... Here's your category. Swift justice in the food court. Now, everyone knows about the famous landmark Supreme Court abortion rights case Roe v. Wade, right? Well, imagine a second Roe v. Wade case reaches the U.S. Supreme Court. What landmark issue could the case be about? Waterfowl jurisdiction, fish egg rights, green vegetable abuse, or cheese equity? Player one, hit it! Roe is another name for fish eggs.
Your Honors, I would attempt to show that my client, as god-awful tasting as he is, deserves the same rights as the rest of us.
Player one, you have the honors. Fine selection, player one. Player two, bite me. Player one, you got a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is... You win some, you loser. Okay, I'm going to read off the names of 7 guys, and for each one, I want you to tell me if he won a presidential election, lost a presidential election, or both. You're going to get some money for each right answer, and you lose cash for a wrong answer or any you don't get to. Okay, you have 30 seconds to get all of them. Let's do it. Clinton, one lost or both. Bush! Perot! Reagan! Carter! Ford! Nixon! You lost 2 of them, but at least you got the majority. Let's look at your total score. Well, for the time being, player one, you're on top. Player two, pick us a question value. Okie doke, let's check out the category. Built like a brick millhouse. You know how Richard Milhouse Nixon said, "I am not a crook," when in fact he was as crooked as they come? Well, what transparent lie could Milhouse from The Simpsons tell the American people? I am not Homer Simpson's drinking buddy. I am not Chief Wiggum's son. I am not Bart Simpson's sidekick. Or, I am not a cashier at the Quickie Mart. All yours, player one. No thanks. We'll just take the check. Ball's in your court. Player two, grab it. You should have picked this. Milhouse is in fact Bart's sidekick. Thing is, I always thought Milhouse looked more like Kissinger. Okay, player two, grab a question value. Buzz in. Hey, can't be too disappointed with that. Here's your category. Over-the-counter culture. Okay, get out your little round glasses and your tie-dyes, because I've got a little counterculture phrase for you to figure out. Turn on, blank blank, and drop out. Alright, which of the following completes this quote? Turn in, turn off, or tune out? Player one. Turn on, tune in, and drop out was ex-Harvard professor Timothy Leary's slogan in the 60s. And then at his death in 1996, Leary urged internet users to log on and sit in while he dropped out. Player one, it's up to you. You could do a lot worse than that. Let's check out your category. Color me impeached. You know how the book Primary Colors tries to pass as fiction even though it's obviously a satire of Bill Clinton's primary campaign? Well, if the thinly veiled characters in Primary Colors had been named for the 3 primary colors used in video imaging, who would not have been included? President Red, Secretary of State Blue, Senator Green, or Attorney General Yellow? Player one, hit it! Now, most senators aren't green, they're gray and wrinkly. Make your move, player two. Player two, it's yours. Though artists include yellow in the primary color palette, video imaging uses red, blue, and green as the 3 primary colors. But considering all the bad press, the fictional president's primary colors are black and blue. Player two, hit me! My fellow Americans, I cannot tell a lie, but I can give you this clue. The land of milk and alphabets. Hey, look at this. If I turn the bowl slightly, I can spell dumbass. Okay, here we go. Hey, Player One, just so you know, this is not something to be proud of here.